I will always be thankful for AUA. It was the first school that gave me an opportunity to practice medicine.
When I went to Antigua, everything was very comfortable. Both the lifestyle and the level of education was extremely high.
My wife and I really looked into it thoroughly, and we found AUA to be the best fit. They had a very well-established school. They were building new campuses, and Antigua was an island that had a lot of amenities that could help us live comfortably.
The things that I learned about the school which made me choose AUA. Brand new campus, state-of-the-art, a lot of technology, which is awesome.
It was nice that everybody was here for the same thing. Everybody is always willing to help.
I really enjoy being a part of the AUA family that we've developed here and getting to know everyone.
Antigua has been a wonderful place to study. On top of the obvious gorgeous weather and surroundings, the people have been incredibly friendly and kind, and to have the state-of-the-art facilities on campus, I couldn't have asked for a better medical education abroad.
The MCAT didn't play a key role in my acceptance. Really, it had been my experience working with patients that there were a lot of things that a standardized test doesn't tell you about how good a doctor you're going to be.
What's really good about the island is that the teachers are there for you. They're not there off grants or doing research like many US school professors are. They're there to teach you. They're there because they want you to do great on the boards. They don't want you to be mediocre.
They're really good with sitting with you one-on-one and answering any questions that you have.
The teachers are so down to earth and they walk around. I think it's an amazing way to teach because you get to interact more with the students. You're more personable, they can approach you easily.
Teachers expect a lot from you, and I liked that because it made you want to be better. It made you want to get the honors in the class. It made you want to get the 230 or above on STEP.
Our groups are small, so we get to work very closely with the instructors here, and sometimes we have a lot of peer-to-peer interactions. My classroom lectures is really linked towards what I learn in the lab.
As far as practicing your physical exam and diagnostic skills, we have the Harvey and the SimMan, which are basically simulated patients. You can listen for different heart murmurs. You can actually feel the pulse.
He'll talk to you, his eyes will open and close, he can become unresponsive, and gets to be pretty realistic at times for sure.
When you start out, you have class for 4 hours a day, and then the rest of the time you can use to study. Everything's pretty easy to understand. You can always go to the professors after class if you have any extra questions. All the classes are actually recorded, so you can rewatch them, rewind them, slow them down, speed them up, whatever you need to do to make sure you get all the information that was taught in class.
So if you ever feel like you're stuck, you don't understand what's going on, you go to EED. You know, that's the educational department. They give you study strategies, test-taking strategies. They help you be successful in this career. There's this class you have to take all through your 4 semesters here. It's ICM, it's the clinical medicine. It ties everything in together for you to understand not just what happens in the US, but in other countries. It's a very diverse way to learn medicine because you're not just focused on what you're going to practice or where you're going to practice, but how other people do the things that we do in the States. In other schools, they have a different exam for each subject that they learn compared to here at AUA where we just take one exam for all the subjects. And that's more reflective of what the USMLE Step 1 exam is like.
Coming to the stateside, their clinical rotation sites, very hands-on, multiple sites throughout the East Coast, and also the didactics that we learned in the training sites was crucial.
When you get to your 3rd and 4th year for your clinical rotations, they give you the opportunity to come back to the US and rotate through some of the top institutions and the hospitals in the country.
AUA prepared me very well for rotations because we take Foundations to Clinical Medicine and Introduction to Clinical Medicine while in Basic Sciences. You study how to properly do a physical exam and how to properly approach patients. So every day I apply those techniques while in rotations.
You know, one thing in medicine that I've noticed is it's always a team-based approach. And AUA prepares you well for that. You know, throughout rotations, you work with all different kinds of people, different cities.
AUA is in the same schedule of basic sciences as any US medical school. So you're following the same curriculum, you're following the same courses, you're also following the same guidelines, you're writing the same shelf exams, you're doing the same rotations. There's really no difference.